Hi, Adiash73 here. Welcome to part 7 of my crash time walkthrough. This time we're into case 4, a series of accidents. What you want to do is get it fired up, start it on hard.
Into oncoming traffic. Caused a really bad crash. The drivers are in a critical condition. Take a look around the crash site. Maybe you'll find some evidence or witnesses.
Okay, Suzanne, we're on our way.
We're straight into mission 1. As mentioned in previous walkthroughs, if there's a particular mission that you're stuck on, have a look at the description on the YouTube channel. There you'll find quick jumps which you can click and skip through the various missions, so you don't need to watch the entire video, you can just skip to the one that you may be struggling on. Again, I'll highlight, in case you haven't watched previous ones, that this is played on the hard difficulty because the achievements stack, meaning you can unlock easy, normal and hard achievements on one playthrough. First mission's not too complicated, you've just got to get to the destination within the required time. You've got the white route indicator to follow, so it's pretty straightforward. What I would suggest is that as you come up to the end, we're approaching the end now, there are some cars parked on the road, just make sure to avoid them. And there we are. We're now into mission 2.
Hear what they have to say.
Quite a long mission, this one. You've got a number of checkpoints to go through, total of 13 within the time constraint, 5 minutes. It's not too bad, this mission, but it is advisable to have a look at the video first just to get an idea of where you've got to go. Again, any of these missions where the route isn't indicated by white, you've just got the GPS to follow, can be a bit tricky. As you can see in the map on the top right, there are a series of red arrows, so it doesn't really tell you what route is the most effective. So this one did take me a few tries just to make sure that I got to all the checkpoints in time. There may well be other routes that you can take to get to all the checkpoints on time, but this is the one that worked for me. That's why this footage is included. As I say, I did try this a couple of times and not make it. So you can see the arrows telling me to go off to the left, but I'm ignoring that to a degree anyway, and heading off in the completely opposite direction to what it's telling me. This is one of the things with these sort of multi-target missions, is don't always rely on the GPS marker. Overshoot. I should know better, but as I've said before in previous parts of this walkthrough, I do make lots of mistakes and they are all included. I thought there's no point me playing through this whole game again just to get a bit of footage that shows me doing it perfectly. I do make mistakes, everyone makes mistakes, and they're all included. So you can see quite an obscure route you have to take to make sure you get all of them. Over halfway now. See tyre marks on the track from a previous attempt. That's 10 of 13 at 5% damage, so I need to be a little bit careful but not too, you know, cautious. Homing in now, the final push. So we're on the run to the final checkpoint now, and I make an error coming up here. I drive too far down the road. You want to turn off to the right before the burger sign and do a bit of cross-country driving to get to the checkpoint. As you can see, what I have to do is double back on myself, and then I'm not sure how to get across, if I can get across. So just be aware of that. Turn off before you get to the burger sign and you can cut through, and you should make it in plenty of time. So I'm getting myself all confused where I've got to go, letting the time tick right down, but I still managed to make it. So if you follow my route and avoid the mistakes, you'll do it. So we're into mission 3 of a series of accidents. This is a very short mission, just required to drive through the 4 checkpoints, get to the destination within the required time. I would say that this mission is actually very tight on time. You haven't really got too much time to muck around here, so do try and drive smooth. If you have a major accident, restart straight away. You can see some black tyre marks on the road there, quite a few there. This one did take me a few retries. Obviously the black tyre marks, as I've pointed out in the previous walkthrough part, do indicate the tyre marks left from my previous attempt. And I must say that on one attempt in particular, I think I was less than a second outside of the required time. There are a couple of little bits to point out as you're coming down this straight and heading towards the rail crossing here. See, I just broke a little bit. If you hit that a bit too fast, you can get a bit too much air and then land a bit funny and lose some time there, so just be aware of that. And also, as we're coming up here, we need to do a right just past this building. Just be tidy and you should be okay, but tight. Here we are, we're into mission 4. This is the final mission shown on this walkthrough, or this part of the walkthrough. Need to get through 13 checkpoints with a damage restriction and a time restriction. I found this mission personally a little bit messy. There's a lot of cars, there's a lot of opportunity to, you know, do some damage to yourself, so it wasn't my most favourite mission of the game. It did take me 1 attempt before this captured footage. Mainly what I was doing is I was trying to cut through these parked cars and find a nice quick route, but it wasn't always working. So you can see on that section there I'm a bit, you know, a bit all over the place, but hopefully there's enough, you know, in this footage to be able to get you through the mission on 1 attempt. The benefit of getting through this mission is that the next mission is quite enjoyable. It is quite tricky, it's quite frustrating, but that will be covered in the next part of the walkthrough, which will be part 8. So you can see the process is basically go up a floor, cut back on yourself, and then go on the outside. It's repeated every floor. There we are, we're up on the top at last.
Chris, hit the gas. The yellow sports car's just approaching the exit.
Damn, I'm right at the top. By the time I get down there, it'll feel like a merry-go-round.
So I'm not very tidy down this slope. I was conscious of damaging my car a bit too much. I thought, well, if I really hammer it, I'm going to pop over that 15%. You can see I'm already at 13, so I was erred on the side of caution, and you may want to do the same thing. As soon as you get to the bottom though, it is the end of the mission, and that's coming up now. So there we are. I hope you found this part of the walkthrough useful. By all means, check out my channel for more solutions, walkthroughs and vlogs. Thanks for watching, listening, and take care.